question for you is that you, the fans for the longest time had an image of the Teen Titans in their heads. Titans, the TV show, at first blush, was not that image. Can you talk to me about this new direction for the Titans?
Well, you don't know. We had a great deal of respect for the characters and for the fans, and we knew that a lot of the fans had grown up with the Titans series throughout their age. So, you know, there's Teen Titans Time to Go, all that. So we really felt like for this pay service, we wanted to meet a lot of our fans where they are in their lives. So a show that dealt with the issues they'd be dealing with. You know, struggles with darkness, confusion about identity. We felt like those themes would match up well with where our core audience would be in their lives.
Hi, I'm Tom with Warner Brothers Social.
In the show, Gotham is sort of a character in and of itself. Was that an intentional to have Gotham as a character?
So Gotham's kind of a background character, yeah. I mean, we don't spend a lot of time with him. And because Dick is kind of in self-exile, moved away from Gotham at this point. But anytime Detroit is a step up from Gotham, it tells you where Gotham is in the world. And I think that Gotham looms large as a place where Dick is trying to escape, but he's taken a lot of Gotham with him. So he hasn't really shed Gotham.
Show with more dark and gritty and zero whatnot. And do you feel that in the evolution of this first season that we get a little more things go on?
I think by episode 3 or 4, I don't think it feels very gritty. It feels dark in terms of exploration and violence, and sometimes photographically.
No. My ultimate pizza would have pepperoni,
It's a story about people trying to find salvation.
Oh wait, can I do that again?
Absolutely.
So my accent.
That's a struggle in any family, and it doesn't happen overnight.
I would say stay in your
Dealing with darkness, and that's
it's one of those things
really what our show is about.
We know that Jason Todd pops up at one point.
My ultimate pizza topping would be pineapple and mint. No. It would be pineapple.
I think anything's possible. I mean, look, it's a guy. I don't know what Nightwing means to you. It means something that everybody.
One more time. Third time's a charm. I'm so sorry.
And he really struggled with it. I'll tell you that. I'm not going to make any
My
you
ultimate
have
pizza
to
topping
wonder
would
what
be
is
pineapple
Nightwing
and
mean.
mint. Just kidding. No. It would be pepperoni,
I guess just to
green
piggyback
peppers,
off of that,
and
as far as the Nightwing means, we know that Dick's final step is separating himself from Bruce. So do we actually see Dick in this season kind of completely separate himself from Bruce, or is it a possibility that he's still, I kind of lean on him, whether it's for advice at some point, I mean, because he's constantly running a team for the first time.
Yeah, well, he has to be a father of the team, which is something he's struggled with. I mean, you may be different than
if
I.
Raven was busting on the
All
street,
continue
definitely sing.
struggle, negotiate our relationship with our parents, psychological emotion, whether they're present or not, in their absence. And so I don't think he gets through one season. That would not be where we'd want to be. I mean, we're trying to lean towards a psychological village as much as you can, where people shoot fire out of their hands. You know?
If Raven was busting on the street, she would sing Boulevard of
He would be not true to those characters if we were just to make it that good.
I love that answer. I love that answer. Don't change it. That's great. No. Oh, it's a Sarah. Great. Thank you so much. That was it.
Thank you.
Brings them together, or is it just circumstance, or why?
No, I mean, Starfire's not, I would not say Starfire's broken, she just doesn't know who she is. And Beast Boy's, I think, an eternal optimist.
I've only seen it for 30 seconds.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, right. Clearly, Raven or, Rachel and Dick are struggling. But it's not everybody sitting around. It's not a navel-gazing show. I mean, it gets up on its feet and moves. There's lightness and humor. And you saw pieces of the first 2 episodes. It gets more prevalent. It's not. We're not Seinfeld. Like we're not that. But where we do end up is, I think, in a place that's trying to integrate light and darkness.
Does it make sense? That's probably crazy anyway, but did I read a rumor somewhere that Harry's going to bring in a Superboy clone on this show? Or is that total?
That you might have read it there.
No, there's no truth to that.
There's a rumor about it.
There is a rumor out there, isn't there? That'd be really cool, wouldn't it, if it happened?
There's so many rumors that would be cool.
Thank you for your clarity.
I hope it don't mind me being.
I like it.
There's a special line in there that's "fuck Batman." How did that get inside the script?
Well, you know, it's funny, you know, in terms of the sausage making of it, it was in a reshoot where we were doing reshooting the alley fight scenes, and we were looking at what we could do to enhance that story, that struggle. And I think the only person who could actually write that and get away with it would be Jeff Johns. And he came up with that idea. And once he did, it seemed we've been talking about that story, Dick, Robin, struggle with identity, darkness, light, Batman for so long. And once that moment happened, he pitched it on the phone, I was like, yes, that's exactly what it is. It doesn't mean, by the way, it doesn't emancipate it from its language, but it's an expression of where he is at that time. But it's not a final statement. As I said, I mean, you know, I hate to repeat it, but it's an ongoing struggle.
The line is also in context of what happens in that sequence.
Well, thank you, because that's the thing is it got, and I don't blame people for misinterpreting it or not understanding the context of it in the trailer when it first dropped because they didn't have the context. So they're fine. But I think the feedback I'm getting is what we intended, which when people saw it in the context of that episode, it made more sense to where his character was, especially the circumstances of actually that moment. Yeah, exactly.
I do have a cool question. You chose these 5 titles for this TV show, and I hate to be that comic book guy, but like I'm also curious like where Wally West is, Arsenal, Wonder Girl. And I'm just curious, how did you pick these guys and not other titles?
That's a question you're going to really need to ask Jeff and Akiva because I came on once they had already written that script.
Okay.
I mean, I was there when we brought in some of the other characters. Jesus God, those are characters that came up in our world, and then the Doom Patrol, you know, spun off as Doom Patrol. I think so. And Akiva, who is, you know, goes way back, and Jeff with this title, give you a better idea of what that particular mix is. I have my own opinion, but I didn't write it, so let them say it.
I will say the biggest question that a lot of people have from just the trailer is you see Starfire using her powers, but it's just fire. It's not the blue blast, the green blast, So I guess my question is that just her power in the show? Is like she can shoot out the way and then it starts to manifest into more of like a blast? Or is it just fire?
I'm trying to think. There's a few, it's not only that. It's what she's figured out. I mean, Starfire is a character who doesn't know who she is. Right. I mean, Corey knows. She's really not even barely Starfire. You know, she's a woman who has come here for a mission. She doesn't quite know what. So a lot of what she does is just her figuring it out. So I'm not limiting it to anything.
Gotcha, because I just figured it would manifest. Like it would work its way to where the more she trains and gets to know how to use it, it might then become more what we're used to seeing.
I mean, you know, it's because I don't come from the genre world. I love when random explodes and glass goes all over the place. And those are moments that I find really exciting on screen. But a little goes a long way for me in storytelling because I just don't want to get addicted to the opiate of a power, and if it eclipses their psychological or emotional story.
What was the process like figuring out what you were going to take from like the origin of the Titan story and then figuring out what you were going to change about it? What was that process?
Again, that's a Jeff and Akiva question because they wrote the pilot. I could say in terms of our R&D and what we did for the rest of the season, it was going back in the books and trying to figure out what we really like. Jeff calls it panning for gold. So there's so much good stuff in there. What can we grab? Season 2, I think, is more specific in terms of potentially a linear run, but in terms of stories, just looking at the books. In terms of characters, finding the elements that made sense. You know, they're not exact transpositions from the character. Probably the closest, I'm out of my league, I was going to say. And to me, Dick feels like the one I understand the most in terms of somebody whose story is folkloric.
Speaking of Dick racing, since obviously the season's not out yet, Can you kind of speak to how, because you already said he's struggling with being the father figure of this group. How much is going to freak him out knowing that there's another Robin? Because I don't know if he knew that there was another Robin before he had left Bruce, or was that something that Bruce maybe did after Dick Grayson left and he was like, I need to fill that void? Is that going to be something that just really sets off Dick Grayson, or do you think he's at peace with it because it's like, as long as I'm not Robin?
Well, if I told you, then I'd blow up the episode, so I don't want to tell you. But I would just say, as a father of 2 sons, I'm deeply imperfect, and I think I share that with Bruce Wayne.
They were telling us to wrap up, and then he ran off.
What's that? I'm sorry?
I said they were telling us to wrap off, and then he ran off.
Oh, okay. Oh,
He's back here.
Oh, okay, dog.
that cop is here. I have on my desk 2 hats. Somebody gave me one's a good cop and one's a bad cop. Just flip it.
Thank you.